Welcome back to Rolling. I'm Insetic. With me on this video is Blank Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
And Matt Rocks 101.
Hey, I'm Matt.
First, we're going to start by going to the playlists and kind of looking at them. As you see, they're broken up into either just default, which will pick, a bit of everything, or you could pick rock only, hip-hop only, eclectic only, which is kind of their electronica playlist, or make it custom, or completely randomize it.
Wow.
So that's cool for just riding around and wondering what you're gonna hear. But then on this video, the main meat of it, we've gone to some challenge-based levels, but like all games in this genre at this time period, they've got some competition levels, so we're going to go to those. We have 2 of those available. We've gone through 2 challenge levels, we have 2 competition levels. Kind of the surprising thing is that in most games, it's mandatory to go to a competition level and pass and keep going, but here, sure, it adds to your overall, amount that you've played, percentage of that you've played, but you could just stay in the challenge levels and unlock the next challenge levels.
That's interesting.
First, we're going to Escondido skate park, and as you're seeing, you will be judged based off 4 criterias, basically, toughness of your line, that you execute it well, that you stay up. You'll have multiple 1-minute runs. The first run is just a qualifier. If you get above 50%, you can keep going. But then, second and third run will be, the judges will pick your best score of those 2. And so this game kind of uses a slightly simpler thing where that bar, that percentage in the top right, that's straight up the percentage you have with the judges.
Oh.
It just says it. So you can kind of look up and see if you're at, 50%, 60%. And in these opening competitions, you'll want to get to 80%, 85% to make sure you win.
That's
Okay. So does that drop if you don't do anything, or?
It drops if you crash, and it probably drops a bit if you just don't do anything.
Interesting.
There's also some very excited announcers, or rather, announcer. And the crowd will start cheering for you if you start getting a high enough percentage. So I got the funny number, and so I can move on.
Yeah!
Yeah. Unfortunately, the game is very representative of the amount of people who go to an inline skating competition.
Pretty much.
Style,
the only time they could
consistency.
rent the places like the dead of night.
Damn.
Yeah, all the skateboarders just got done for the day.
Yeah. It's like, all right, now you can use it. It's like, okay, thanks.
All those skateboarders and BMX people finished off, so it's the inline skaters' turn.
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me, can I get a real board?
Yeah.
A real board!
Get off your glorified Heelys and do an actual sport.
Dang.
Yeah.
Shoutouts / callouts right here. Yeah. I apologize to all y'all keeping the inline skating dream alive.
I mean, look, I'm
All
just saying
three
that's the way people be,
Yeah.
They're haters. I'm not the hater. I'm imitating them.
That's the
That's
way
that
it
I
always
agree with
be,
them.
though.
Oh, you hear that crowd? They're going wild from me. I'm busting the sickest tricks all over the place. That rocket fish brain.
Holy cow,
that top
you're at 94?
soul.
Is this about to be 100%? Oh,
No, it's only 95% LP.
The kind of one weird thing is that you cannot keep a combo going forever at the very end. Even if you're keeping a combo going, when the timer ends, it'll give you like a second or 2 more, but then it'll just end you. Like, end your combo.
End your life.
Okay, that was a bad
kills
way of
you.
putting it, but like, if you're grinding and you jump to manual, you just won't manual. You'll just land and be
They
done.
force it to be over.
Yeah, they force it
Now,
to
if
be
you're
done.
manualing already, does it let you hold that manual, or does it just make
No,
you stop?
they'll force you to stop.
Interesting.
But alright, we got some Del the Funky Homo Sapien going.
I think you mean Del the fucking Homo sapien.
Whoa.
That is what his name was originally.
Yeah, that's what he changed his name to when he hit the edgy period of his discography.
Yeah.
I swear, it was the first video or the second video, you mentioned Del the funky Homo sapien, and I swear to God, it sounded like you said Del the fucking Homo sapien.
Yeah.
Wow.
He is a fucking Homo sapien.
He's the fucking Homo sapien, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw
Dell
some.
got a little too into like gangster rap, like hardcore gangster rap.
Yeah,
I saw some
horrorcore rappers.
RJD2 songs I recognize. Final Frontier is in here. That's a good one.
Yeah, there are a
Yeah,
couple.
yeah.
There are a couple notable artists in here.
Yeah, yeah.
like
It was
Final
playing that Chicken Bone Circuit at the end of last video.
It's also a good one.
Yeah.
trying to remember what album.
97, even closer.
on.
Okay. Well, I said 80%, but that one looks like I could have beaten it at like 70%.
You mean 69%?
No one else brought their A game. They literally brought their D game. You know, but
Well,
whatever. We passed, and we can go on to the second skate park. We're going to the Rampworx skate park.
I like that this is showing some European places because as a dumb American who plays American sports games, they don't usually include that many like UK.
this isn't an American sports game.
You know, that's what I said. As a dumb American who plays a dumb American sports games, they don't usually show off this many European places. So it's nice to see like a UK skate park from the UK.
Yeah. I will say,
Yeah.
do you know if these places are based on real locations?
I
I would
don't know.
guess they are.
This looks this looks generic enough to be a real place. Like
Yeah.
And there's also like descriptive paragraphs for each competition place, kind of as you saw when you can go to select them, and you know that amount of info. I'm pretty sure these are real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, are they still around today, 15 years later? I don't know, but
Well, skateboarding's still around, right? So.
yeah, but is inline skating still around today, 15 years
Well,
later?
I don't think they're around, but I think the skateboarders are probably still.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool to see just, you know, like one of those... You'd see these kind of levels, or these kind of skate parks in, you know, like Tony Hawk or whatever. And, you know, some of them are based off of real skate parks, but they're always, like, you know, from the U.S. So it's
Yeah.
kind of cool to see, like, you know, one from the U.K. that looks like something so familiar, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
It reminds
Skating
us that it transcends all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skating transcends borders.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn.
I'd like to teach the world to skate.
I think you mean skating transcends wheels.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what kind of wheels you have,
Yeah.
whether they're small and embedded in your shoes or on a piece of wood or maybe
On a piece of metal.
on a piece
Or
of metal
maybe-
or maybe just strapped to your body in weird locations.
Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe you've got two big wheels and then like a metal frame that you sit on.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. This chapter.
Or maybe like a one big wheel and a small wheel and you're
Oh, dude.
riding a penny farthing bicycle.
Dude, unicycle tricks.
That's
Yes.
Has anyone done like professional flat
I
landing
know
unicycle
I've
tricks?
seen flatland
Please
unicycle
give
shit.
me
It is
videos
so
in the
wild.
comments.
It is so wild. That shit is wild as fuck.
It's a shame there's not more scooter games, the real sport.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I think darts should be considered an extreme sport.
Oh yeah?
And why is that?
Just cause, you know, like they're darts.
I guess that's...
Can you do sick tricks while throwing darts?
I don't know. Can you imagine doing a sick trick while throwing darts? Cause I can.
The only darts experience I have is GTA 4.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Hated-
Darts.
I hated that
Yeah,
dart.
yeah.
that
That's the
dart.
only darts that exist, right? Like
Yeah.
Right, right.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine anyone wanting to play a darts video game. That would be boring as fuck. But
Right. But that GTA Darts was in a game, and sometimes that game was kind of extreme with its content.
Yeah, it was
So-
rated M.
And,
It was very
and you
extreme.
can play other sports, like couldn't you play golf in that one or something?
well, yeah,
So,
but I mean, let's
so
not
in a
get
way,
distracted.
in a very big roundabout, that darts was a extreme
sport.
sports game, or in one at least.
Yeah.
I think you know what? I think maybe let's reframe the argument. There was darts in the game. The game was rated M. That's it.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Extreme sports.
I
I mean, half these fucking extreme sports games aren't even rated M.
Right.
Yeah,
Just
they
get
can't be that
grandfathered in
extreme.
because they've always been. Well, that's not that
Right,
extreme
right.
to me.
Yeah.
Can you shoot anybody in this game?
You can't have a truly extreme game unless you're rated M. That's why BMX XXX was the best extreme sports game.
Yeah, by default.
Right, yeah.
I just want to make note of something that, because there's no commas in these scores, it makes them look so much bigger to me.
Yeah.
It's like, is that just me? Like, I'm always like tripping up. I'm seeing, I'm like, wow, that's a huge score, and I'm like, no wait, that's just 3,000 points, not 32,000.
Well, kind of, in a way, I know we're running out of time, but, like, I do feel like the game does give you a good amount of points.
Yeah, it seems like you get some really...
I'll do some nice little combo, you know, a ×7, you know, a ×7 or ×8, and then I'll land and it'll be worth 10,000 points or so, and I'll be like, whoa,
yeah,
that was pretty nice.
That's what I was thinking. Like, it seems like you don't have to do that many tricks to get, like, a lot of points in your combo.
It's kind of a good feedback loop, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes it seem like you're doing pretty well.
I mean, like, that's a classic of game design. You as the game goes on, in this case, it's not so much like between levels as within, while you're doing tricks, you know, the numbers get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it makes you feel like you're doing more and more, but you're really not. You're doing the same amount as you were before. It's just it's rewarding you more. So with like a bigger number. So like, you know, you look at like Diablo or Borderlands or something, and they like at the beginning of the game you're doing 40 damage. By the end of the game you're doing 4 million damage.
Right.
Really, you're taking about the same amount of health off the enemy. If you look at it proportionally, you're really doing like 40 damage. Right. But the numbers look bigger, and it makes you feel better.
Yeah, and this way, this game's equivalent is you just get better at the game. You do longer, bigger combos, and you'll need to.
And every combo's giving you more and more points, and at the very end of it, you feel more rewarded because the combo is getting bigger. It's a good system.
So anyway, next we're going back to the challenge levels. Next time we'll go across the USA to go to the Marine Mall, Florida. See you then.